Yes guys, and welcome back to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Aston Villa guys, at home guys, at Old Trafford, and we've got absolutely embarrassed at home by Aston Villa. We could have drawn it right towards the end of the game and we blew it. It's only what we deserve at the end of the day, but yes guys, let's get straight into today's video. It's an unchanged team from the last game against West Ham, talking about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay and Fred, Greenwood, Fernandes, Pogba and Ronaldo. Getting into the overall reaction now. Bruno misses penalty as Man United lose. Bruno misses late penalty as Villa win at OT. Awful, dreadful, piss poor, abysmal, shocking. It's only what we deserve. What an embarrassment, what a shambles, I can't believe it. What more can I say? The midfield was a joke, just no motivation. The players need to kick up the backside after that. The decision making was fucking awful. We had chances, Ronaldo didn't get any service, too many misplaced passes, only 3 shots on target at home. Questions have got to be asked. I'll tell you now, McTominay and Fred won't win us trophies. No tempo, lack of organisation, poor football, deep line, no substitutions, the same shit is back. Not good enough, losing every battle in the midfield, missing big chances. Teams like this we have to beat. Unbelievable. Oh well, it is what it is. We move on. First half okay, second half not good enough. Overall dreadful performance. Anyway guys, let's get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? It was a dreadful, awful, spineless, abysmal, piss poor, shocking and not good enough performance. And I tell you what, games like this last season, this was how we were performing, and it's unacceptable. It's back again, and it's awful. Dreadful football, and it's back again. I'm embarrassed to be losing to teams like Villa at home, and we cannot be getting beat by teams like Villa at home. It's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. Those players should be embarrassed after that, because it's just simply not good enough. I'm firstly going to call out Ollie for that. I'm not Ollie out, but firstly, mate, what are your tactics? No substitutions, and there's no tempo, and there's lack of organisation, right? You can be Ollie out all you like, right? But there's simply bad coaching, really bad coaching. We have got the players now. We're going out there, and you look at that team on paper, and you say, we should be smashing teams apart, left, right and centre, but we're not. We make it hard for ourselves. We don't know how to break down teams. And this is how we were performing last season. We'll have the players coming out saying, we'll bounce back, we'll make up for it, and all this shit that we have to deal with as fans. It's unacceptable. Never mind coming out with this shit, we must react and stuff like that. It's unacceptable. Get a grip, look at yourself in the mirror, and if you think you're a Man United player, put that shirt on and you've got to play with pride, because I am sick and tired of watching every single player out there, out of position, not doing their job, not committed, not doing their job that they need to be told. Fred in the midfield are just too fucking deep in the midfield. Tell you what, they are not going to win us trophies. I am sick and tired of these two in the middle of the park, because they're not up for it. You'll look at games like Leeds and Newcastle, oh yeah, they were brilliant and stuff like that. Never mind about that crap, because that's Leeds and Newcastle, they're shit at the end of the day. Look at where Leeds are in the table, look where Newcastle are in the table. We can beat them easy. But coming into games like this against Villa, no confidence going into it whatsoever, and you get absolutely spanked like that. To be honest, people will say, oh, we got outplayed. No, we didn't. What did Villa do in that game? They did toss all. They just waited for that chance and they took it at the end of the day. That's 2 games now in a row where we've missed big chances. We can't take our chances. There's no end product. You're paying all this money for Ronaldo's, your Martials, your Rashfords. Rashford, alright, is out injured, but you pay all this bloody money for them to come into the team, but you're missing big chances all the time. Yet again, no service for our forward. Sick and tired of this crap. Over and over again. It's simply not good enough. Wake up, smell the coffee, and let's get ourselves together, because this is not good enough. It's spineless. Piss poor, shocking, dreadful, awful, spineless. Those players need to wake up. Sick and tired of this crap now. We're in the new season here. You should be thinking we should be challenging now for this Premier League. We can't even challenge because we're losing to bloody teams like Villa at home now. Not good enough. Simply not good enough. I tell you what, it's just not good enough. Too many misplaced passes as well. 3 shots at home as well. Not good enough. Embarrassing. Questions have got to be asked now, Ollie. You're under pressure now. You've got to go and deliver now midweek against Villarreal. If you don't deliver midweek against Villarreal, mate, you're seriously under pressure here. Get something going now, because this is just not acceptable. The same shit's back, and I'm not dealing with this season. The mentality was completely wrong. The body language, the attitude, spineless, abysmal. Expect players like that to go out and perform. They can't perform against fucking Villa now. Games like this last season we were winning. 2-1 we beat these at home last season, and now we're losing 1-0 at home to them. First bloody goal that we've conceded on a set piece. What a surprise. Just not good enough. Getting into the game now, first half. Thought the first half had kicked off. I mean, where do I start? I mean, I'm just lost for words. I think going forwards, we tried to make things happen at the end of the day. I'm not annoyed, frustrated with this team, and that we can't perform against a mediocre team in Villa. All credit to them. Yes, you won. You got the 3 points. Massive, big, well done. And you're coming into this game, you were thinking confidence is good. You're going in, you'd probably think, right, yeah, let's try work these out. I think we got the front foot. We tried to make things happen. We created chances, but nothing on target once again. Ollie's waiting for some moment from Greenwood, Ronaldo, Pogba, Bruno to make a moment in the game, and that moment doesn't come. And don't be relying on individual brilliance, and that's what happens when you rely on individual brilliance, and you can't get yourself out of it as well. So first half, I just don't know where to start. We tried on the front foot, no energy, no tempo, no intensity. You would think we got going, but we created absolutely nothing. We toss all. Midfield was dreadful. Pogba, McTominay, Fred, not at it. Just dreadful. Tried to make chances, not on target. Didn't test the goalkeeper. It's basics, fucking basics that we can't do, and it's just not good enough. Lost for words, and I just don't know where to start, to be honest, with this team. Dreadful performance. It's shocking. First half shocking anyway. Second half, not good enough. Simply straight down not good enough. Slow tempo, no intensity to the team, no energy, just no purpose, just no desire, just no passion, no pride. Couldn't fight as well, losing every midfield battle out there. They had a better midfield than us. McGinn, Luis and Ramsey in the midfield, and you look at that Ramsey though as well, youngster, 20 years old, and they had a better midfield than us, and at the end of the day, I think it's embarrassing when you look at that. And what did I say coming into this game as well? Be careful of their set pieces. What do? They scored on a set piece, and it's embarrassing. Ollie's got his pants pulled down like a prat, and it's just simply not good enough. And just not good enough. And second half, you just lost for words for, because just no determination, no heart, no passion, no fight. Poor football, playing with a deep line, just going so negative. Lack of organisation as well. Slow tempo, and just no tempo. Missing big chances, left, right, and centre. You might be creating all these chances, and yet again, it shows it in the stats. 28 shots, 3 on target, embarrassing. And second half, you just lost for words for, because you can't find any highlight from it except their goal. So it's embarrassing, spineless, abysmal, piss poor, shocking, and that's what you get. You get your pants pulled down, and again like that, not good enough. Disappointing, annoying and frustrating to lose our first game of the season right at the end. We haven't conceded on a set piece this season until House scored the corner. Then what a dramatic last couple of minutes. Bruno gets a penalty, misses it, and that sums up our day, to be honest. But being realistic, It's only what we deserve. Of course it is. It's what we deserve at the end of the day. Perform like that, games like this against Villa, thinking, you're saying to all the lads on the coach, oh lads, let's go for it. It's Villa, we'll beat them, we'll walk around them. That's the mentality that you're dealing with these players. A couple of videos ago, I was talking about the mentality that Ronaldo's going to bring, things that Ollie's going to bring as well, the players, what they're going to bring as well to change this football club, a different style of play as well. It's just not good enough. Games like that against Villa is what you deserve at the end of the day. Poor football, bad coaching, deep line, lack of organisation, no tempo, no substitutions, and missing big chances. Not clinical in front of goal, no end product. When you go into games like that, you deserve nothing from it. Absolutely nothing. But I'm also going to call out Ollie for this as well. Ollie deserves to have a go at from the fans. But you can say Ollie out all you like. That's not going to change the board's mind or anything. People could say, be ruthless with Ollie, get him out of the club. Not going to happen. Because he's signed a new deal going into this season. The board have got a long-term plan under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's trying to build something. He's got the players now. You go and deliver. You go get his trophies now. It's down to him now. We've got the team. You look at that team, Ronaldo, Sancho, Pogba, Bruno, De Gea, Varane. You look at all these players that we brought in this summer. You think, on paper, we should be beating these teams. You go out there and it's dreadful football at the end of the day. Bad coaching, poor football, and it's just not good enough. And you deserve to get everything like that. Games like that, when you can't create chances on goal and you can't test the goalkeeper, you deserve everything that you get at the end of the day. And that's what we got. We've got to take the punishment. Never mind about we must react, we must bounce back. No, unacceptable. Take responsibility. Hang your heads in shame. If you want this football club back to where it needs to be, go and fight for your shirt, because I'm not dealing with this crap this season as well. And it needs to be called out. It was a big opportunity missed after Chelsea losing and Liverpool drawing. If we would have won, we should be at the top of the league, and we pretty much blew it. Yeah, we did. To be honest, games like that, you deserve everything that you get. At the end of the day, then you're thinking, well, okay, yeah, you did not bad towards the end. Cavani comes on, pretty much changes the game. He should have come on like 20 minutes, half an hour earlier into that game. But the thing is, at half-time, when you see no reaction from those players, yes, 2 players went off injured in the game, but at least try and make a sub that can actually change the game and bring it on earlier. Don't wait till like the 75th minute. It's not going to work. You bring your substitutions on earlier to make an impact in that game. Cavani comes on with like 10 minutes to go, something like that. Makes an impact, gets a handball, and Bruno misses it. Did the player get in his head? No, because he's got a strong mentality. Bruno is a better footballer that he can be at. We know Bruno. We blew it because of the performance, that how we played. Body language says it all. Attitude from the players says it all. We blew it. Big opportunity missed. And the players can come out with all these apologies. Don't want these apologies. Never mind about we must bounce back. We must react. No, I'm not listening to that shit. Go and sort it out on the training pitch. Go and sort it out and then come back and at least try an actual performance in the next game. Who is my man of the match? Jesus Christ. It's hard to pick this because I tell you what, De Gea, I don't think De Gea had much to do, to be honest, despite conceding the goal. Not his fault, to be honest. Wan-Bissaka didn't do much. Varane, I don't want to go hard on him, but I think I have to be. Just not good enough from him. Maguire, yes, he went off injured, but it's a tough one again, sure. Probably the worst game I've probably seen him play in a long time. McTominay and Fred, 2 clowns in the midfield. McFred, Jesus Christ, the Chuckle brothers, dreadful. Bruno tried, Greenwood tried, Pogba, dreadful. Ronaldo, not to be seen. It's tough. I don't know who to give it to be honest. Fortunately, this week I'm not going to give my man of the match. Just want to think about, not one player can really keep his head up high and say I had a good performance. And players like Greenwood, selfish, waiting for a moment. Ollie as well. Sorry, I can't give you a man of the match. They all played pathetically poor at the end of the day, so I can't give you a man of the match. It's just not good enough. How do we beat Everton? Now, obviously, going into this next game, we've got Everton in our next game, in our next upcoming fixture. Everton, I think they're a good team this season, given everything that they've got out there on the pitch. Rafa Benitez has come in, new style of football, obviously doing well themselves. I have to give them credit. Obviously, they've got some very good players in there, the likes of Demarai Gray and Josh Townsend, that have been hitting it off recently. The Everton fans criticised the signings that they had this summer as well, and they've been delivering as well. Everton, very good side, got quality players in there, the likes of Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, which you have to be careful of as well. They've got some very good players, very talented players, got some very good quality players, the likes of Decore and Allen in the midfield as well, in the middle of the park as well. They play some very good football, very direct. They play expansive football. They're a very physical side. They'll give us a game, obviously. Very good team, Everton. You don't want to write them off. We've got to go in with the right mentality and the right game plan. We cannot afford to drop points in this one. 4th versus 5th, depending on what Brighton do tonight as well. We've got a big game against Everton here on our hands at home. Must bounce back. Well, I don't want to say it. We've got to get what we deserve in the week and then hopefully move on to the next one. I think we've got a game on our hands here against Everton. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough, definitely, for sure. Yes, we played them in a pre-season friendly. Walked over them at the end of the day. But they do get lazy and they don't have the desire to close down players as well. I think they're a very well-drilled side, definitely, for sure. And you can tell that in the coaching as well. I think they struggle on set pieces as well. Are our set pieces any good? No. Let's say you could try at least score on a set piece from them, because they do struggle on them as well. They struggled twice against Villa on their set pieces as well. But they do leave holes in their defence to run into, and you can be explosive, expose it as well at the back there. And I think their defending is not organised and it's not disciplined at times. They do panic as well. No, we can beat this Everton side. We beat them twice last season. Oh, did we? I'm not even sure now, to be honest. We definitely beat them away. Games like this at home, you've got to be beaten at the end of the day. Great side, Everton. We have to be up for it. We have to prepare well for this one. Not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. I think we've got to make the runs in from behind, get in between the lines. The defence is very uncomfortable there if you get in between the lines. Must defend properly ourselves, and the defending needs to be organised. Tellez and Wan-Bissaka need to be effective. We've got to be explosive on the break. Don't make any mistakes in the box, because they'll capitalise on it and they could easily win a penalty or something like that. We've got to do the right things as well. Don't lose the ball in the midfield unless they'll capitalise, and we do that a lot as well. We lose possession in the midfield as well, so we're going to have to really switch it on in the midfield. We all criticise that midfield as well, and that midfield has got to it's got to be well balanced, and we have to play the right players in the midfield as well, because at the end of the day, for some reason, that defence is not right last time round. We've got to take our chances, definitely, for sure. We've got to test the goalkeeper. It could be either Bekovic or Pickford in goal. Set pieces could be key in this game, definitely, for sure, but I don't think our set pieces are any good. We've got to attack the spaces. I think, they leave holes in their defence that we can really attack in, which Villa did as well. Decision making is key, and this has let us down over the last couple of games as well. So decision making is key in this one. Got to pass the ball to the right player, head up. You could switch it, got to close them down and don't give them any time and space on the ball. So we've just got to have that desire to go and close them down, and don't, we've got to play with, you've got to be organised, got to stay disciplined here in this game as well. Tellez and Wan-Bissaka need to stop the crosses coming in, but I don't think they're that type of side that they keep whipping crosses in all the time, because they're very well drilled and they're very direct and they try and make things happen. So I don't think we'll see that a lot in the game. Play with high intensity, a high tempo and intent in our play. We've got to play with energy and purpose. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to be ruthless. And we need to be clinical, and the end product has to be there as well. So you're expecting you're expecting a lot from these players to go and deliver against Everton, because when we get in front of goal, create the chances, but you're going to have to take them. 2 games back to back, we've not took our chances. We've been the better side, we've been creating chances, but most of them have been off target, and just not good enough at the end of the day. So we have to take our chances, and if we don't take our chances, Everton will punish us, and they'll just go and win the game. So we can't let that happen again at the end of the day. So we have to be on top of it against Everton. Have to go in with some sorts of confidence and momentum as well. And we have to be up for it. We have to prepare well for this game. And we have to go in with the right mentality, the right mindset as well. And we've got to go into Everton with some type of spirit, and show the character, show that you want it more, and show that you want to win the game as well. So you're demanding a lot from these players, and they need to go and deliver now. as well against Everton. Getting to the stats now, possession from Man United, it was 59.6%, and for Villa it was 40.4%. Goals for United it was 0, and for Villa it was 1. Total shots for United it was 28, and for Villa it was 7. Shots on target for Man United it was 4, and for Villa it was 3. Shot accuracy for Man United it was 14.3%, and for Villa it was 42.9%. Shots inside the box for Man United it was 17, and for Villa it was 4. Shots outside the box for Man United it was 11, for Villa it was 3. Total passes for Man United it was 409 passes, and for Villa it was 271 passes. Shot accuracy for Man United it was 76.5%. For Villa at 69%. Getting to the substitutions now, Shaw went off a Dello. Talk about Luke's performance. Went off injured after half an hour, but was poor as he's been for a while before that. Regularly rattled by the surging runs of Matty Cash. Maguire went off a Lindelof. Talk about Harry's performance. The first half back passes nearly put De Gea in trouble, and not his most assured in a chaotic game that left the defence exposed. McTominay went off a Cavani. Talk about Scott's performance. A peripheral presence at times in a match where the midfield struggled throughout, didn't carry the same threat when trying to break forward, and couldn't control Villa's midfield runners. Next up we've got Everton, 5th in the table. This is 4th against 5th. It's going to be a tough encounter against Everton. They look good themselves. They've only lost one game so far. We've lost one game. Who's going to lose their second game of the season? Pressure's on Ollie here to go and deliver. Everton, great side, got good quality players in there. Hungry as well. We're going to have to be aware with players like Gray that are very determined. Townsend as well that can make the runs in from behind. This is a game that we have to be on top of it. Defensively, offensively, tactically, we have to be ready for this game against Everton. Got to prepare well for this game, mentally, physically, and we've got to have the right mindset going into this game. Don't act like as if we can win this easy. Tough game against Everton. Rafa Benitez will want to try and get us back after pre-season. We have to be hungry, be determined to go out there, win the game. We have to play with energy. We have to play with purpose. We need to show what we're about. Play to our strengths, for God's sake, and we have to be on the front foot, we have to be aggressive, we have to be ruthless, get in between the lines, and when we get chances, we must take our chances. The end product's got to be there. Test the goalkeeper as well, and that's the only way you're going to beat Everton, by testing the goalkeeper. We have to create the chances. We need a better performance. We've not been convincing for the last 2 games. Got to turn it around here against Everton, or at least get a win before the international break, and get some sorts of a win or a victory against Everton. Perform better, prepare well. Got to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality. Very physical side as well, and we have to be ready for that as well, because they'll just mount that pressure onto us, and we've got to defend properly, be organised at the back, and don't give them time or space on the ball. Go and close them down. Have that desire to go and close them down as well. Everton are scoring 2 goals per game. Everton are conceding 1.2 goals per game. Everton have won 4, drawn 1 and lost 1. They've lost to Villa 3-0. The players to look out for is Pickford, Keane, Digne, Mina, Godfrey, Allen, Delph, Gray, Townsend, Decore, Gomez, Richarlison, Clivert-Lewin, Iwobi and Rondon. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video. Be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. See you guys in the video in the next couple of days. And peace. I need your love.